Hi there, James with Rally Corp with a quick tutorial on how to use the ROI or return on investment calculator. Click the file up here in the corner and download this as a spreadsheet, either in Excel or if you are logged into Google, of course, you can just copy it as a sheet and work with it within Google. The first step is to add the number of contacts you have. So in this case here, I have 5,000. If I make it 10,000, it's pretty easy to change. Now, I do want to remind you that if you're not on the number of contacts you have that have cell phone numbers, that's okay. Part of the Rally platform's job is to help you figure that out. So by adding your contacts, we can run either Rally Insights against that list to learn more about that list. And then, of course, your open rate, your click-through rate, and your average donation amount from your email efforts. Now, I've included some data we pulled from a recent nonprofit benchmark report, so you can certainly update the data there if you'd like. Likewise, we've included some data in green here from what we see across the Rally platform with some of our customers, as well as, again, the benchmark report across the industry. But you're welcome to change those values as well if you want to play with those numbers to see kind of how they compare. So we do see an open rate of about 90% on text messages still. That's probably easy to understand because if you go look at your cell phone right now, at least by the end of the day, you'll have fewer unread text messages than, of course, emails. You have a lot more urgency and immediacy. Because you have more eyes on your message, you're going to certainly have more click-throughs. We see a lot higher click-through rate than 6.4%. With our conversational texting and templates that we provide. There's some strategies we can give you that will help you increase your click-through rates, and we do track that as part of our on our dashboard within the Rally platform. But I went a little bit on the lower side with just some industry averages of 6.4, but just know we can certainly increase that. And then last year we saw $154, but we brought it back down to some more of the industry insight reports that we see. And then, of course, with email, we have about a general of $34. But again, you can change those values to your liking. Now, the difference between those numbers will be seen here, and that's the difference between, of course, what we would get on email versus text messaging. At no point in time are we suggesting you should not do email. You should lay text messaging along with your email efforts. It's a multi-channel, multi-touch strategy, so it's not replace one for the other, but we definitely want to see a lift increase in donations through your efforts with prospecting. Now, this is specifically ROI calculator for nonprofits concerning fundraising, but you might want to swap out some of these numbers maybe for volunteering if you're looking at different ways to drive volunteers forward. So an example might be, let's say you have 100 volunteers in your email list. You see about a 25% open rate, about a 2 to 4% conversion rate. It's not hard dollars per se, but at the end of an email outreach to a list of volunteers for an upcoming event, you're definitely going to have fewer people show up to volunteer to complete the volunteering process if you're just simply emailing versus emailing and text messaging. And then we have a recommendation, of course, to drop ringless voicemails as well. Now, in this document, we do give you 3 specific strategies that we see: the acquisition, engagement, and retention strategies we talk a lot about in our webinars and conferences, and then, of course, some example tactics that you can deploy. So feel free to just save this document. It's the second tab here. We have a Start Here tab. Just switch over to the second tab. Save a copy of this document to your local file or to your Google login and modify the data to your liking. But be sure to join us at our open office hours for our customers every week, where we look at your data specifically to see what we can do to help you improve your results. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're happy to schedule a demo and walk through that if you're not currently on the Rally platform. All right, have a great day, and thank you for your time. JamesRallyCorp.com if you have any questions. Bye-bye.